Hello and welcome once again to Books Wale Bhaiya. The book I'm going to talk about today is 10 Heads of Ravana, a critique of Hindu-phobic scholars. It is not authored but edited by Rajiv Malhotra ji and Divya Reddy. So it contains articles by 10 scholars who are studying on Hinduism, and this book is basically a critique of various Hindu-phobic scholars. Before we begin, let me tell you this is indeed a very important book, and I believe it must be read by everyone who is interested in matters related to religion and culture, irrespective of his or her religious, political or intellectual affiliations. So this book, we all know Rajiv Malhotra ji. He's running an Infinity Foundation. He's one of the finest, Hindu thought leaders we have today. He's also a prolific author. He has written many books of significance yet. So this time, Rajiv ji, along with the various edited these 10 articles. So these are articles by scholars who are chosen by Rajiv ji himself, and under his guidance, they have produced this work, which basically tells you what is actually, you can say, wrong with various scholars who talk about Hinduism. So yes, they have chosen these 10 scholars, and these are many 10 people, and these are many popular names such as Shashi Tharoor, Devdutt Patnaik, Sheldon Pollock, Wendy Doniger, and many others. So this book, actually, you can say that okay, this is also a critique of those who are criticizing Hinduism. So is this the right approach? Well, as Rajiv ji says at the very beginning, what this book does is that there is no intention on the part of the authors to attack the individuals at a personal level, but rather to cast their work in the framework from the perspective of dharma. He again mentions that the authors of this book respect the opponent's right to intellectual freedom and merely wish to offer rebuttals so the readers can decide for themselves. So basically what this book deals, these authors have identified 10 such intellectuals or authors who they believe misrepresent Hinduism. They talk things which are not as such true, and they present Hinduism in a poor light. And this is what they do. They provide their rebuttals and tell them what they find wrong with their authors. So as if you are into reading books by Rajiv Malhotra, similar scholars, you may have figured out, you may be knowing that there are individuals who present their views related to Hinduism, which usually, unfortunately, end up representing Hinduism in a poor light. And one of the reasons is that these are not based on correct facts, but these are based on a very westernized view of Hinduism or the Western lens of society. So when the Britishers came and ruled India, little did they know about the Indian or the Hindu culture, and they understood many things their own way and made laws, regulations, everything related to which were unrelated to what our culture was. And unfortunately, as Rajiv ji argues and the various scholars argue, that many scholars and intellectuals still look at things from the Western lenses, what they understand, while they have the full right to express it. However, the authors feel that they are wrong on several counts, and it is what they do is that they point that out. Interestingly, all these 10 scholars, they have taken a very detailed view of all these intellectuals whose names I have already given. They tell you point by point what exactly they find wrong, many of their interpretations, many of their explanations, and give their own understanding of what they feel is correct. So I understand some of you may think that okay, there is always your truth, mine truth, and the real truth, but the aim of these authors is not to say that hey, our truth is the only truth. You read this book and just follow us because we are some guardians of the truth and all. Well, absolutely nothing like that, but it actually tells you what is wrong with understanding and interpreting Hinduism at you can say a global level, at an intellectual level, where as you may get to know, not everything you can say is correctly understood or interpreted. So I personally believe, all in all, a very important book. All these 10 authors have done a lot of meticulous work, a very detailed work, and it is not about having some broad opinions that okay, I think Shashi Tharoor or Wendy Doniger or Devdutt Patnaik is wrong on this count, and that's it. You get a very detailed understanding of these authors, why they think that something is wrong, something is misinterpreted, and what to do about it. All in all, in an era wherein we are seeing challenges in civilizations, fights among various groups over one thing and the other, this book actually gives you a sense of, you can say, understanding, sense of looking at things. It's not about fighting with each other intellectually, but it's just about putting forth your point of view. And that is what they have done. They very beautifully have put forth their point of view, what they find wrong with these intellectuals and what they think is right in their own words. All in all, read this book if you're really interested in matters related to religion and culture. I thoroughly enjoyed reading this book, and I wouldn't say just enjoyed. I think this is a very, very important book, which, as I said at the beginning, must be read by everyone. Thank you very much for watching the video. If you think I did a good job, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more updates. Thank you.